walking from 11th Avenue and 34th Street to the A train in 8th Avenue. And as I'm walking in the cold, all I see is the band people, the Thanksgiving people. They're practicing. And I'm like, yo, what? And that, I felt like such a loser because I was fucked up. Man, I felt...
Probably were playing for you. They saw you coming.
Yo, they were looking at me and I was freezing. I must have looked like all pale, like so out of it, all fucked up. I probably had those dressy socks that make it even colder. That, you know, those like silk socks. So, yo, I was freezing. All I know is like I kept telling myself one more block. So I finally made it by the McDonald's. I think I got 10th Avenue. Then finally, I think I took the train. And I know I got home. It was like daylight. And then the next day, I got up probably like 11 or something. And then I think my mom was watching the parade. And I was like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, Lee? Like, you were there before, right when it started. What's wrong? Because they were practicing, bro. And then that loud noise was fucking me up. Because I was walking, I was like, yo, why are they practicing so early? And it was one of those, like, it was almost turning daylight. But, yeah, man, I remember that shit. Fucking when I used to go out back in the days.
Fucking cold.
Yeah. But, in terms of my week, I had the 4 days off, so it was good. Pretty much Wednesday was kind of like a half day, so I think I just worked, and then like around went to get a haircut around 11:30. Then after that, I was pretty much free, and then from there, I was like, I had to pick up my girl at 3:00, and I was like, oh man, it was like 12 o'clock. I'm like, I got time to chill. I'm like, let me do something because I'm still like learning this area around here. So I was like, I keep telling myself, yo, I'm going to go take a walk to the beach, or I want to do this or take a walk, and I never do it. So that day I was like, I got a haircut. It's 12 o'clock. I don't have to pick up Yanni till 3. I'm going to go find something to eat or go somewhere, have a beer. So there's a brewery out here called Floridian Brewery, thinking for Lauderdale, but then I was looking for pizza. I was like looking for Uno's. There was no Uno's. Then there was this place called Amonte's or Premonte's, and my neighbor had told me, because she's from New York, wow, there's good pizza. They sell it by the slice. So I'm like, all right. I found it. I went out there. It's right by the beach. Parked my car. Went, and I'm like, you know how we do. I was looking at the pizza and I'm like, it looks all right, but it looks kind of dry, like it's been out. But the slice looks okay. So I was like, the cool thing that I liked was that it had the diner style seats. And for some reason, there's a lot of the stools, like Villa Alegre. So there's a lot of diners out here, and I've been wanting to go to diner. I don't know why. I've been wanting to go to diner. I guess because it's something that would remind me of like New York.
That's New Jersey.
New Jersey, New York. So I went. So I sat down. I actually sat down to a cop, next to a cop, because that was like the only free available seat. So I sat next to him. And then they looked like they had good burgers and sandwiches. And I was like, I told the guy, let me get 2 slices. And a Coke. So he brought the slices, and pretty fucking good. The pizza was good. I had 2. I wanted to get one more, but then I was like, let me just chill, because I think I was gonna meet up my girl. I don't know if we had plans or what we were gonna do, but that was it. So yeah, I had 2 slices that were really good. And then, like, they're from Pittsburgh, the company. And then they have, like, the burgers look banging. They also make sandwiches that they do a sandwich. And then they throw fries in the sandwich. We're like toasted regular white bread. But they stack it. But it's like I think they've been around since 1949 or 1969. It looked like a place that it still looks the same, preserved. But the pizza was good. I had 2 slices, mad good. I went in. I'm like, finally, I found the spot. So then From there, I chilled in the beach for a bit. Then right next to it was like an Irish bar. I was like, I'm going in there to kill time. I fucking had one, I think, fat tired, nice and cold. And then from there, I went to go pick up my girl and her job. And I think we went to get like last minute stuff because my cousin was coming down. So that was Wednesday. So then Thursday was Thanksgiving. And, you know, we were pretty much here, cleaned up. My cousin Anthony came through. I haven't seen him. So it was good. Good to catch up. I watched a little bit of the Bears game. The Bears were playing, so I watched that. And then he came through, and we were just bullshitting, catching up, talking about old school stories and all that shit. Then I called the guys. We did FaceTime, so I called Al, Santi, and then cousin Rich, and then fucking we were bullshitting, and then fucking Anthony was then going in on Rich and shit. Then, you know, from there, I think when I talked to you guys, he wanted to get some pateles, but they didn't have pateles. We went to a Cuban place, we got tamales. Then we came back, we ate. He had some coquito he brought. Now it was cool, man. My girl made chicken, arroz con gandules, and she made a baked mac and cheese, which is good. So, like, everything was good. We just chilled, ate, bullshit, and we started watching videos and shit of Wisin and Yandel and fucking Mark Anthony. And then, you know, I was telling him that his boy Lee, he was telling Yanni about a story that we went to go see. His boy Lee, who sings, is a Cuban guy. And every time when we used to hear him singing, he would sing, but you wouldn't really be able to hear him. So, like, every time he's, like, screaming, like, and you know, me and Anthony, I think we went to Highbridge once, and we were like, yo, and then Anthony, we were like, oh, it's probably the mic. But then, the guy who grabbed the mic, oh, come on down, like, talking record. So we were like, yo, it's not the mic, it's him. Anyways, I found some videos of him in YouTube. I was telling him, Ant, I actually found the videos of him in YouTube. And Ant goes, yo, put it on. So I put it on. So our boy Lee, he moved to Singapore. He lives in China now. So he sings like salsa, but with with Chinese words. So fucking we put it on and fuck. It's salsa, but he's singing it with Chinese words or whatever. So then fucking and chi chi chon and fucking Anthony the whole time. Chi chi cha cha, chi chi cha cha. And we were fucking cracking up, man. And then everything, you know, even 2 days later, I spoke to him. He said, yo, what about this song? Chi chi cha cha. But, yeah, man. It was good. We laughed, bullshitted. I think he left like at 8:30. And then me and my girl were so tired. We started watching the Kevin Hart stuff. We'll talk about when we get to shows. And we KO'd. Like, it is like my first Thanksgiving, of course, here. Felt different. But first Thanksgiving that was more kind of chilled and laid back. And it seemed like for a lot of people, it was kind of like that.
It's good. It's good like that.
Yeah, like we ate early, and we never eat early like that. We ate super early. But by 7 o'clock, we were good.
Yeah, me too. I ate like around 7:30. I watched that Will Smith movie. I had to go to bed early because I had to go to work the next day.
Yeah. We were off. I think, like I said, we knocked out. Then Friday, I forgot what we did. I think we just stood in, did some stuff in the house, and then we just... we ended up somewhere. Oh no, my girl, last minute, I didn't want to do shit. We went to she wanted to go to the beach, so we went to the beach like around 4 o'clock, 4:30 or something. And it was cool. We got chairs in our car, so we just sat down because I think Friday was actually really nice out here. It was 80. So we just did that, and that was packed. Like, I thought nobody was at the beach. I was like, and it was fucking packed. We chilled, and that was around the house, and then we just came back home. I think we went to the beach, and then I think I got Jersey Mike's, came back, chilled, and then Saturday she wanted to do something, so we went to West Palm Beach, which is half an hour away. Is up north. That was cool. Like we went there, so we go out there. So we left the house. I forgot to put a specific location where we're gonna go. So as I'm driving, I put Palm Beach on Waze, and I told her, yo, find a place, like whatever you want to do, like let me know where you want to go. Like put something in your phone. So there's West Palm Beach, and then Palm Beach is like where the rich people live. That's like you take a bridge and you go into it. That's like where that guy, what's his name? Jeffrey Epstein, I think, lived. Fucking James Patterson, all those rich people live in Palm Beach. So then my girl goes, oh yeah, let's go to the like Benedict Hotel, some fucking hotel called Bernie's or some shit. And she's like, they have a rooftop. I wanted to go more to the museum. I'm like, alright, whatever. I'm like, I'll make the best of it. So when we crossed that bridge, my car, I was like, yo, I feel so out of place. My car was, compared to every car, bro, it was all Teslas, Range Rovers, all the fuck. I'm like, it kind of feels like when we used to park in Waterside, like that.
Oh, I used to park mad far.
So this is just on the street, so you could tell as soon as you get in, there's cops there. There's cops everywhere. Everything is perfect. So she tells me I'm driving. She tells me where to. I make a right. It's a golf course. This golf course looks dope. And when I'm driving, I'm like, yo, where are we going? Because I feel out of place. So then I go to and I'm like, plus they have the like security where you know, like with the thing to lift up to get into the entry. And I told the guy, I said, listen, we're trying to go to this place. And he goes, oh yeah. It's not here. Make a U-turn. Go there. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, damn, this place looks fancy. Like, we go ahead, make a right. Then I make another one. I'm like, yeah, I think we're lost again because this looks even fancier. It looks like sort of like Will Smith's house or the White House. Palm trees. You could tell everything. They had like certain palm trees. It's kind of like, you know, when you go to Atlantic City, like you go into like the parking lots that they look like, you're like, oh shit, this parking lot look dope. Like O'Hara's. It has that roundabout that looks. So they had a roundabout. This shit was humongous. So I'm like, I gotta valet my car in here, bro. And then they were like, oh. I'm like, she's looking for some bar. They were like, oh yeah, just make sure you get it valet. The thing was validated. It was like $35. I was like, damn. What the fuck? And it was, when I'm talking about dope cars, it's dope cars that they have a lot of people working. You know, like you park, you know, all these niggas like take your car. So I'm like, holy shit. We go in this place and it's like pure white. But I'm talking about like, these are like rich people. And I'm like, man, I feel so weird. We go in, it's like very luxurious. People in tuxedos inside because there was a wedding going on. So I was like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom first. So I was hitting up Alyssa because Alyssa knew spots and she was like, oh yeah, that's a little too much. That place that she was like, you should check. I was like, all right. So I'm like, you know, my girl wanted to come here. Let me try to make the best out of it. They had like fucking outdoor stores. They had an outdoor part that I thought there was a bar. But it looked like, you know, when they play polo? Yeah. Like people were dressed like that. It was outdoor. It was like they were having an outdoor event. And I'm like, okay, people looking. I'm like, this is not the way. Come back. I go out to the other outdoor. It's like a kid's party. But they have like fucking jugglers, like expensive face painting. You just see, and I'm like, yo, I still feel like weird. We finally I'm like, I told her, where's this place? I'm like, I'm gonna ask the first one that I know I see like works there. I asked him, yo, where's this place? He goes, go straight down. We walk straight down. We see more tuxedos. And then they have an outdoor, and they're setting up for a wedding. It looks beautiful. The place is beautiful. It has like a lot of history because I think the Kennedys used to stay there or some bullshit. So we walk to the seafood bar or whatever, but it looks nice. Once you get there, there's like, you can see the beach, the water. So we go there. I'm like, all right.